Today I'm going to show you how to crochet such a beautiful triangle shawl. It won't take long to explain. At the beginning you keep increasing at the sides. Then you work until you reach the middle of your shawl, until you reach your wanted shawl size. Always here at the sides you increase every 4 rows. Once you reach the middle of the shawl, the second half of the span, you decrease the stitches in the same way you increased in the first half, just in reverse. This one was made by Sylvia Jaeger and is made out of 200 grams of my woolly husk sheep. It consists of 50% wool, 28% cotton and 22% polyamide. I'm going to work with a crochet needle size 6, which is a UK 4 or USJ. We start at the bottom edge by casting on 6 chain stitches. You'll need 250 grams of the woolly husk sheep. It's quite a big shawl, so in case you want to use a different yarn, be careful to get the same quality. Otherwise the shawl will get really heavy. So chain on 6 stitches. 5, 6. Next, we'll do 1 additional chain stitch for the height, then crochet 1 single crochet into the 6th chain stitch. I always crochet them into this transverse thread on the back of the chain stitch right here. So we get a really nice border. So from the 6th to the 1st chain stitch, we crochet 1 single crochet into every stitch so that we then have 6 single crochets at the end of our first row. For the second row, we first crochet 3 chain stitches as kind of a replacement for the first double crochet, then turn around our work. Here's my first stitch from where we did our 3 chain stitches, the replacement for the first double crochet. Into the second stitch I crochet 1 semi-started double crochet. That means I yarn over once, insert my hook into the second stitch and pull the yarn through. I now have 3 loops on my needle. So again I pull the yarn through those 2 loops. And now there's 2 loops on the needle. Now we crochet the following double crochet again, yarn over, insert into the 3rd stitch, pull the yarn through. I now have 4 loops. Pull the yarn through the first 2 loops. Now I have 3 loops, and then pull the yarn through in order to crochet those 2 double crochets together at once. You call that to double crochet 2 together. So, and for these bubbles here, I'm going to work around these 2 double crochets we just did. I'm going to show you how. Insert your hook at the back of those 2 double crochets we crochet together and pull the yarn through. Then yarn over, insert the needle at the same spot again, go behind the 2 double crochets and pull the yarn through once more. Now we cast them off all together. All 4 loops. Now we yarn over and repeat the whole thing. First, we do 2 double crochets and double crochet the 2 together. The first, then the second. And now we cast off all the 3 loops together. Insert your needle behind the 2 double crochets, pull the yarn through, yarn over, insert again and pull the yarn through. Then cast off all loops together. Yarn over, and then for our last stitch we just crochet 1 double crochet. Now our second row is finished. For the third row we first chain 1 for the height, then turn around our work and again crochet 1 single crochet into every stitch. Right into the first one, then into the stitch that was formed by working around the double crochets, 2, then into the 2 double crochets we crocheted together, 3, again into the stitch from the working around, 4, into the double crochet one, and finally 1 single crochet into the third chain stitch which replaces the first double crochet. Row number 4 starts with 2 chain stitches. Turn around your work, and now we skip the first and the second stitch and crochet 1/2 double crochet into the third stitch. Chain 1, skip the fourth stitch and crochet 1/2 double crochet into the fifth and another into the sixth. Now it's time to crochet our first increase. We're gonna increase by 4. First we chain 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then do another additional chain stitch for the height. Then, starting from the 4th chain stitch all the way to the first, we crochet 1 single crochet into each one. 2, 3, 4. So this is our increase. We increased by 4 stitches. For the remaining 6 stitches we do the same and crochet 1 single crochet into each stitch. The first and second each into the half double crochets, then 1 single crochet into the following chain stitch, into the half double crochet, and into the following 2 chain stitches from the start. In each case 1 single crochet. And now again for our 6th row we chain 3 for the height, replacing the first double crochet, and next we'll do another row with those bobbles by working around the double crochets. We first double crochet 2 together, insert into the second stitch, then into the third, then cast them off together and work around them. We're kind of wrapping the yarn around the double crochets. Then insert into the 4th and into the 5th and work around the double crochets. Due to our increase, we now have 2 more of these working around stitches. Here we had 2 and now 4. That's because with every working around, we work 2 of our initial chain stitches. An increase of 4 stitches therefore equals 4 of those wrapping stitches. We'll end again with a double crochet into the last stitch. After all, we also started with a double crochet, well, respectively, the 3 chain stitches that replace the double crochet. That way, the 6th row starts the same way that it ends, or it ends how it started. Now we again chain 1 for the height and work 1 single crochet into every stitch. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stitches. Previously we had 6 single crochets and now we have 10 because we increased 4. Chain 1 for the height, another chain stitch, skip the first 2 stitches and work 1/2 double crochet into the 3rd stitch. And now in turns 1 chain stitch, skip 1 and a 1/2 double crochet into the following stitch. Chain 1, skip 1, 1/2 double crochet into the following stitch. Chain 1, skip a stitch and 1/2 double crochet into the following stitch. And then 1 more 1/2 double crochet into the last stitch of the previous row. Once more we now reach the point where we're going to increase 4. So first we chain 4 and 1 additional chain stitch for the height. Then do 1 single crochet into each of the 4 chain stitches. And after that one into each of the 10 remaining stitches, so that we now have 14 stitches altogether. In case you're interested in the written instructions for this video, you can find a link in the description below. So if you prefer to work with a crochet chart, you can get that below. We'll end the row with 2 single crochets for the 2 chain stitches. Now we chain 3 for the height as a replacement for the first double crochet, and then we already have 6 of these wrapping stitches because we again increased 4. You can see how the Woolly Hugs sheep is a very soft and smooth yarn, which makes it easy to work these wrapping stitches, and they fall into place very nicely within the pattern. So in case you want to use a different yarn, make sure you get one with the same quality. So now we reach our last wrapping stitch. So far we did 5. And this row too ends with a double crochet. Just like our 6th row here, we end the 10th. Once more we chain 1 for the height and crochet 1 single crochet for every stitch of our previous row. So these 4 rows you repeat and repeat until you reach the middle of your shawl. I'm going to count the steps for you. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, until you increased 15 times. And then up here we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows straight, and then start decreasing. Don't worry, that I'm gonna show you as well. If we look at this little piece here, we currently are in our third straight row. Just pretend you already did 15 increases or however many you want to do for your wanted shawl size. After 15 times you almost reached the middle of your shawl, after the following 3.5 straight rows to be precise. Next, we again do the row starting with 2 chain stitches where you skip the first and the second stitch, and then we continue with 1 chain stitch and 1 half double crochet in turns. And with the chain stitch we skip 1 each time. So now we reach the point where we would have increased 4, which I'm not going to do this time. Instead, I'm going to chain 1 for the height and crochet 1 single crochet for every stitch on my way back, just ignoring the increase. I created a group on Facebook which is named Woolly Hugs. You'll find the link in the description below. If you like, have a look. I frequently post new ideas and we're looking forward to every photo or comment sharing your results from this tutorial. So now we're going to do another row of those working around stitches. I'm just going to do that real quick, and the row of single crochets above that too. Then I'll show you how to crochet decrease. So now I am again in one of the rows that start with the half double crochets and the chain stitches. Here I always skip at the beginning of the row, which is why the shawl after a while forms a slight arch on the inner side. That's because we only work a chain stitch for the height and not half a double crochet. Well, now I almost crocheted too far. After all, we want to decrease now. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches left. That's why I'm going to end here with 2 half double crochets, so that I can leave over 4 stitches at the end, just like this row. Here we increased 4 and now we decreased 4. So now we already turn around our work by doing 1 chain stitch and then continue by crocheting 1 single crochet into every stitch of the previous row. Well, that's how you decrease your stitches until you have only the 6 stitches left that we started out with. Then you can finish the work and your triangle shawl is done. So that's it. I hope you had fun with this tutorial. If so, you're welcome to subscribe to my channel. I frequently upload new ideas and designs. Hope to see you soon. Love, Veronika.